a.m. New information has been released regarding a dangerous crash Tuesday night that sent 5 juveniles to the hospital. And a Richland woman is doing her part to help her community through the winter months, and she's doing it all from home.
And another low visibility morning across some of our cities today. Another freezing fog advisory put in place. That's Giza Stadium right now. Look at that fog. I'll get you ready for the conditions in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us right at 5 o'clock. How you doing, Riley?
I'm doing fantastic. A little tired, sleepy eyes this morning, but I think I'll be okay.
I slept, I think, 15 hours from, yesterday to early this morning. I was
my
out.
goodness. That's good. That's good.
I feel much better. My voice is like alive again.
Yes.
And I'm not so.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sorry you're tired, though. But we'll get through the morning together.
We'll get through the day. Well, let's start out with weather. I mean, it's pretty similar to what we've been seeing for the last couple of days. We've been seeing fog now for several days. Let's take a look at the Richland Columbia Point sky cam right now, and we can see some of that fog across the areas. Lower 30s this morning. Another freezing fog advisory for your day today, just like we saw yesterday. We've got a little bit of mountain rain and snow that's coming our way, but we are, good news, on a warming trend. Taking a look at our radar, we do see those bits hanging out in the Cascades this morning and lingering just a little bit in the Blue Mountain region. Let's take a look at our visibility map. We are seeing quite limited visibility across most of our areas. Pendleton's looking great, 10 miles, but if we go all the way through the Mid-Columbia and the Yakima County areas, we are seeing limited visibility. Let's take a look at our temps this morning, just above the freezing mark, so we're getting a little bit warmer for our overnights. On our daily planner, upper 30s for the Yakima area today, Tri-Cities lower 40s, and Walla Walla lower 40s as well. We've got more conditions to talk about. I'll tell you all about it in my full forecast, but for now I'll send it back to Austin.
Riley, thank you. 5:02. We are following up this morning as the Franklin County Sheriff's Office released new information about a crash that hurt a total of 5 people on Tuesday night. The Sheriff's Office said the crash happened around 3:45 p.m. at the intersection of Russell and Glade North Roads. Investigators say a car being driven by a juvenile failed to stop at the stop sign at that intersection and was hit by a pickup on the passenger side. Now, the pickup then rolled into the ditch and landed against a utility pole. The car had 4 other juvenile passengers inside. According to witnesses at the scene, the passengers in the back seat of the car were thrown. They were ejected. All 5 juveniles in the car suffered serious injuries, and they are now at the hospital. As for the updates on their conditions this morning, it's not yet known. State lawmakers have been busy during this short session this year. Lawmakers are back with new gun control proposals after significant ones were passed back in 2023, including House Bill 1903, which sets new requirements for reporting when a gun is stolen. If the theft is not reported, you could face a $1,000 fine. The proposal has now been out of committee and is being reviewed. If it passes the House, it will go to the Senate and start the process all over. The U.S. Attorney General for the Eastern District of Washington has announced that the U.S. filed a complaint in federal district court against Hanford Mission Integration Solutions, alleging fraudulent labor overcharging at the Department of Energy at the Hanford nuclear site. The complaint alleges that between January 2021 and October 2023, HMIS engaged in a systemic and fraudulent overcharging of DOE for fire protection work at Hanford. Specifically, the complaint alleges that HMI is fire protection personnel regularly experienced extensive and unreasonable idle time on a daily or near daily basis. due to HMIS's failure to schedule and carry out work for them to perform. The complaint further alleges that HMIS fire protection personnel took naps, watched movies and TV, and engaged in other personal activity not related to performing work. All right, we're covering the Washington legislature here at 5:05. Another proposal being considered would require changing tables in men's bathrooms. House Bill 2052 says starting in 2025, new or renovated buildings would require a baby diaper changing station. Now, it would have to be in at least one women's restroom, one men's restroom, or in one gender-neutral restroom, with certain exemptions for places where babies wouldn't be allowed in the first place.
The passage of this bill would also allow single dads, two-dad households, uncles, grandparents, grandfathers, other caregivers other than women to perform diaper changes in public. And this is an option that often isn't available.
While most of our stores have diaper changing stations, some of our smaller stores may not have thought through what that looks like for both genders. And so we want to make sure if this bill passes that a permit gets pulled for a bathroom specific remodel versus just pulling a remodel permit in general and then having to add a diaper changing station.
The proposal is scheduled for a committee vote tomorrow, January the 26th. Governor Jay Inslee issued an emergency proclamation yesterday in response to the damage from the atmospheric river all the way back from early December. The extreme weather led to massive rainfall, which led to flooding and landslides that have damaged roads in 5 counties across the state. The estimated repairs cost right around $3 million, or a little over. A state emergency operations center run by the state military department is now available for emergency response and to assist local officials in recovery efforts. 5:07, you can help a Richland woman help her community and the rest of the Tri-Cities stay warm with her Little Fence donation project. Listen to this. Mary Arquette pins winter gear on the fence outside of her home, and people are able to grab whatever they need to stay warm. Now, the woman started the project 4 years ago when she noticed that several children at her son's school did not have hats or gloves during the cold winter months. According to Arquette, she relies on donations from the community to help give back and is grateful for the continued support.
I truly appreciate all the support. It has grown exponentially into something that I never anticipated. And without the support that I get from the amazing members of the community, there's no way I could keep up with the project on my own. So that's the importance, is that it's what keeps the project going.
I have a feeling this is my favorite story of the morning. That is so cool. Arquette has pinned up nearly 2,000 items just this year. If you do take something from the fence, make sure to pin the bag. It comes in back to the fence so she can refill it with a new item. What a great way to start a Thursday. 5:08 is your time. We will return in just a moment, but first, Riley Fitzgerald has another quick look at your forecast. Another foggy day.
Yes, another foggy day for us. Plenty of humidity in the air. Warmer temps are on the way. In a couple of days, I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And a new development in the investigation into applesauce pouches that were found with dangerous levels of lead inside. We're on your side at 5:09 now. Good morning, Northwest.
Valley Nissan is your new Nissan Rogue headquarters. Over 25 new Rogues to choose from, all on the lot and clearly marked with low sale prices. Drive home a new 2023 Rogue for as low as $27,990. And listen to this, interest rates as low as 0%. So why wait? Price, selection, and low APR financing. The time to buy is now. The place to buy is Valley Nissan. So come see us today. Valley Nissan is your new Rogue headquarters.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get any phone for free. Seriously, wow.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
I know it's not my business, but I just had to tell you.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
Yeah, maybe we should all keep this to ourselves. No selfies.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
Get any phone free when you switch to U.S. Cellular. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Sorry, everyone. I ran out of space and time.
Why are we even doing this?
Try, Joe.
Bad idea. Lord have mercy.
You know what this is, right?
Trash.
Trash.
You know you like
Once upon a time, 4 superstars went on a long journey.
Follow the Golden Ticket Road.
They searched hometowns big and small, leaving no voice unheard.
I can see brighter things ahead.
What's that?
That's Hollywood, where all dreams come true.
There's no place like American Idol.
Season premiere Sunday, February 18th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Next ET, one-on-one with Sofia Vergara, plus our Snoop Dogg and Tika Sumpter exclusive.
This is going to be an Entertainment Tonight classic and a special without Kevin Frazier.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
We have a health alert for you here at 5:12 on this Thursday morning. Welcome back. Cinnamon applesauce pouches that were contaminated with lead weren't properly tested during the manufacturing process. In a report, the Food and Drug Administration says the Ostro Food facility in Ecuador did not sample any of the finished product, and that facility didn't have, quote, adequate sanitary facilities and accommodations, end quote. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says nearly 400 illnesses linked to the tainted applesauce were reported as of last week. Exposure to lead can cause numerous health issues, including developmental delays for children, vomiting, and weight loss. A recall is in effect for the products, which were sold under the Wanana Banana, Schnunks, and Wise brands. During an interview with Politico last month, an FDA official said the lead contamination may have been done on purpose. Coming up, a law meant to, anyways, that story's over, but coming up, we have another story to tell you about. A law meant to combat racial prejudice in child protection investigations is being reviewed in the state legislature after the death of a child in Port Townsend. And Riley Fitzgerald will come on back. It's another foggy morning, especially in Kennewick. Pasco, though, foggy too. You're watching Good Morning Northwest.
Hash browns are the French fries of breakfast.
Who says it's not French fries that are the hash browns of lunch and dinner?
That's also true.
Now you can add them or other faves to a sausage McMuffin with egg for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When it comes to your loved ones, you want the best care possible. Being home surrounded by the things you love is vital for quality of life. That's where affordable at-home care comes in. We offer personalized home care plans to fit your specific needs. And for all new customers, your first hour is always free. Our experienced, loving, and caring staff is dedicated to serving you. Call us today for a free consultation. At Affordable in Home Care, we do more than just visit.
Another year in the rear view. The rush to their games and family fun, last-minute road trips, and sun-soaked escapes, game nights and tailgates, and all the journeys and memories that came between. Our entire team at McCurley will be here to help you for wherever this new year takes you and to get you back home again.
Find your way home in a new Crosstrek for only $299 a month from McCurley Subaru.
Friday, a Yakima public service manager charged with breaking and entering, assault, and more. Now the cops want to know why she's still on the job. It's a twisted story you'll only see on Apple Valley News Now. Watch Friday night at 5 and 6.
I've never dated this many women at once.
I haven't felt this way about somebody in a long time.
No one wants to see that.
I've been feeling some type of way about the other girls.
It was very condescending, and I'm not going to tolerate that.
She's made her mind up. She's leaving.
The other night, Lena started acting very strange. And he's like, and Daddy loves you, Daddy loves you. And I was like, I'm going to another room.
Next Live, feud star Tom Hollander.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Hash browns are the French fries of breakfast.
Who says it's not French fries that are the hash browns of lunch and dinner?
That's also true.
Now you can add them or other faves to a sausage McMuffin with egg for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. Another day we're seeing this fog out in our regions. We have a freezing fog advisory just like we had yesterday. This one is lasting until 11 o'clock today. Mountain rain and snow today, but good news, we are on a warming trend all across our region. Taking a look at our Skywatch radar, we see most of these showers are right behind the Cascades, trying to cross over right now. We have a little bit picking up in the Blue Mountain region as well. Otherwise, mostly staying pretty dry towards the Columbia Basin. We do have a lot of moisture in the air, though. Definitely fog. Visibility is being impacted most heavily around the upper Columbia Basin. Taking a look at our futurecast, we see all this cloud coverage. We're seeing a lot of cloud coverage recently. Chances some of those showers kind of pick up over the region just a little bit, kind of sprinkling their way through some of our areas by later today. Heading into Friday morning, drying just a little bit. More showers moving in from the Cascades, potentially leaking out into the morning and early afternoon hours, crossing our region through the day and picking up definitely for your Saturday morning. Lots of showers coming for Saturday. Taking a look at our temps right now, mostly just above the freezing level. 32 in Prosser, 32 in Ellensburg, 35 in Dayton and Pendleton, but Hermiston looking pretty chilly at 28 degrees this morning, so some places a little cooler than the last. Our highs for today, warmer than we saw yesterday, upper 30s, lower 40s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing upper 30s and lower 40s as well, and in the Blue Mountain region, we're seeing around the mid-40s, so definitely a couple degrees warmer than we saw yesterday all across our region. Let's take a look at our temps for tonight. We are drying a little bit tonight before those rain showers pick back up just below freezing for much of our region. On our 7-day forecast, fog for the next couple of days in Yakima, then those showers pick up. More cloud coverage kind of across our week, but look at our temps picking up from 39 today to 48 on Tuesday, potentially dropping down a little bit by midweek. Our overnight lows are finally going to get above freezing in the next couple of days heading towards the weekend. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Lots of that cloud coverage as well. Showers potentially tomorrow and Saturday. potentially picking up into Sunday as well, but all of that cloud coverage all around the Tri-Cities going above freezing for our overnight lows starting this weekend. And look at those temps, 41 Thursday today to 51 next week on our Wednesday. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for Walla Walla. We're seeing those temps pick up once again. All of our region is going to be increasing by about 10 degrees over the next 7 days. And our overnight lows are picking up as well into the 40s later on starting our next week. So we've got a lot of that fog today, just like we've been experiencing now for the last couple of days. Potential rain showers, snow around the Blue Mountain region and the Cascades. Otherwise, we're staying with this fog for today. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'll send it to Austin.
All right, Riley, thank you. There are new concerns over a state law that prevents Child Protective Services from stepping in when situations involve drugs. According to the Jefferson County prosecuting attorney, that law led to the death of a child in Port Townsend. AJ Javanal has the story.
I have a lot of concerns about how the suspect ended up with the child in the first place, and it is my understanding it is due to the passage of HB 1227 last year.
This weekend, the community dealt with tragedy. We learned an infant was dead and his father, 37-year-old Jordan Sorensen, was accused of hiding the baby's body. Police say Sorensen is a known drug user, but DCYF still deemed he was the safest care provider for the baby.
My contacts informed me that before the passage of that law, he would not have been able to take this child.
House Bill 1227 is a law that recently went into effect, making it harder for DCYF to remove kids, specifically when drugs are involved. One foster mom tells me she's already seen the impacts.
These kids are now coming into care probably worse off than they would have been if they had been removed, and we've lost time that the parent could have been receiving services.
This mom didn't want to show her face or use her name in fear of retribution. She tells me she's been a foster mom for 3 years. She's had dozens of children come through her doors, but in the last few months, she's no longer getting calls. DCYF reports a 22% drop in kids coming into care. While that is the intended goal, officials with the department say some sort of change needs to happen when it comes to fentanyl in a household.
We need stronger language to be able to go to court and be able to make sure that we take some temporary measures to keep the child safe.
It's rough. It's rough. Having now had the 3 years of experience kind of interacting with people that are suffering from addiction, you can see that a lot of times they can't safely care for their child right now.
That was AJ Javanal with the story. The spirit of the law is meant to keep families together, as well as reducing the opportunity for racial prejudice in the welfare system. However, Washington lawmakers are discussing measures to address the law in question, House Bill 1227. 5:23 now. Yesterday, the Washington State Attorney General announced a nearly $150 million settlement with Johnson & Johnson after a 4-year-long court case. Washington State sued the company for their part in enabling the opioid crisis. According to the Department of Health, opioid overdose deaths more than doubled from 2019 to 2022.
Johnson & Johnson deceived doctors and patients about how addictive its opioid products are. Despite the evidence, Johnson & Johnson claimed there was a very low risk that patients would become addicted to its opioids.
The settlement calls for about $123 million that will go directly towards tackling the drug crisis, like funding substance abuse treatment, as well as an increasing access to overdose reversal drugs like Narcan, along with addiction services. The rest of the money goes toward legal costs. $4.8 million in grants has been awarded by the Washington State Office of Homeless Youth for specialized services and support to youth all across the state. The money is meant for school crisis-based interventions and protected healthcare services. Local organizations who will get some of the funds, $200,000 to Communities in Schools, an organization that serves Benton and Franklin County. Also, $400,000 to Catholic Charities Eastern Washington. In Walla Walla and Rod's House of Yakima County will receive more than $300,000. The Office of Homeless Youth is part of the Washington State Department of Commerce. funding programs aimed at addressing homelessness and affordable housing all across the state. 5:24 now when we return on Good Morning Northwest. Astrology buffs beware, as Mercury is set to be in retrograde 3 more times in 2024. We'll tell you when you should keep an eye on the stars. Still ahead.
Another year in the rear view. The rush to their games and family fun. Last-minute road trips and sun-soaked escapes. Game nights and tailgates. And all the journeys and memories that came between. Our entire team at McCurley will be here to help you for wherever this new year takes you. And to get you back home again.
Drive into the new year in a 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
That went fast. Okay, now what do we say?
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em.
Cook, flip, enjoy what?
Ajinomoto authentic Japanese goizers.
Gyoza.
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em. New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza. Crispy, juicy, on your table in minutes.
And what do we call them? That'll do.
New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza exclusively at Costco.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
From Gloria to Griselda, Sophia steps out of her comedy comfort zone to play a feared cocaine queen pin. She gets candid about the dark toll it took on her.
I would go home feeling weird, like I didn't know what was going on.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Sorry, everyone. I ran out of space and time. Why are we even doing this?
Try, y'all. Try.
It's the final days of the epic sell-off at Furniture Row. And when we say it's epic, we mean epic. Shop today and find everything on sale. That means epic savings on sofas, sectionals, and accent chairs. Epic markdowns on dining groups, tables, and bar stools. Epic deals on bed sets, dressers, mattresses, and adjustable bases. Plus, no interest until January 2028. Epic styles, epic selection. All with epic savings. Find them today at Furniture Row. But hurry, sale ends soon.
Valley Nissan is your new Nissan Rogue headquarters. Over 25 new Rogues to choose from, all on the lot and clearly marked with low sale prices. Drive home a new 2023 Rogue for as low as $27,990. And listen to this, interest rates as low as 0%. So why wait? Price, selection, and low APR financing. The time to buy is now. The place to buy is Valley Nissan. So come see us today. Valley Nissan is your new Rogue headquarters.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
5:28 now. In case you missed Mercury retrograde, which ended on New Year's Day, it will happen 3 more times in 2024.
Yes, and during retrograde, the planet closest to the sun appears to travel backwards across the sky, but it is just an illusion.
It will happen again from April Fool's Day through April 24th, from August 5th through the 27th, and from November 25th through December 15th.
And some people believe when Mercury is in retrograde, it can cause confusion and delays. So keep an eye out for weird things that happen around you during these times. if you're skeptical like that.
I'm always confused though.
Exactly. So, and speaking of the stars, let's take a look outside on our stadium sky cam. You won't be seeing any stars this morning, most likely. We've got a lot of fog out there. Coming up in my forecast on Good Morning Northwest, we'll talk about just how late this fog will stay around.
It's just socked in this morning. At 5:29, also ahead as the race moves to her home state, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley responds to Trump's latest taunts and name-calling, saying the former president was throwing another temper tantrum. And the U.S. and Iraqi governments are expected to start talks on the future of U.S. military presence in the country.
In today's Tech Bites, the new police policy for Ring doorbell. The company says it will stop taking requests from police departments for video captured by the devices for investigations. Ring has been under fire for the practice by privacy advocates. The policy change takes effect this week. TikTok may be paving the way for creators to post longer videos, setting the stage for tougher competition with YouTube. TikTok reportedly testing 30-minute uploads, a major jump from its current 10-minute limit. A half-hour option would make it possible for networks to post entire episodes at once. Finally, Etsy is out with a new feature called Gift Mode. Users tell Etsy who they're shopping for, what's the occasion, and the person's interest. Gift Mode offers gift ideas using artificial intelligence that can be bought and sent on the site. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
There's challenges, and I love overcoming challenges.
When Better Money Habits content first started coming out, it expanded what I could do for Special Olympics athletes with developmental needs.
Thousands of Bank of America employees like Scott spend countless hours volunteering to teach people how to reach their financial goals.
It felt good. It felt like I could take on the whole world.
What would you like the power to do?
My frequent heartburn had me taking antacid after antacid all day long. But with Prilosec OTC, just one pill a day blocks heartburn for a full 24 hours. For one-and-done heartburn relief, Prilosec OTC, one pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. CeraVe moisturizers.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a fired-up Nikki Haley brought her presidential campaign back to South Carolina after a disappointing defeat in New Hampshire, intent on continuing her fight against former President Donald Trump for the Republican nomination. And the future of the United States military presence in Iraq may be up in the air as the governments are expected to discuss America's role in that country.
Another low visibility morning across some of our cities today. Taking a look outside through the Giza Stadium Skycam, you can see how strong how present that fog is. Another freezing fog advisory put in place. The roads are wet out there. I'll get you ready for the conditions in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
5:33. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, the 25th of January. We are just one day away from Friday. Thank goodness.
And we do have some school delays to talk about.
That's
so
right.
Goldendale School District is on a 3-hour delay this morning, and the Prescott School District is on a 2-hour delay. So lucky for you students who get to sleep in this morning. And that's probably due to the weather. So let's take a live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. I wish I could have slept in this morning. Oh my goodness.
Me too.
So we have this fog out this morning, another freezing fog advisory today until 11 o'clock. Rain and snow this morning is going to be happening around the mountainous areas, but lucky for us, we do have a warming trend that's on the way. Not yet, though, just in a couple of days. Our radar and satellite is showing this shower activity around the Cascade Mountains and also in the Blue Mountain region. Let's take a look at how our visibility is being impacted this morning. Lots of visibility concerns, mostly along the Columbia Basin, but also Walla Walla is now impacted. Pendleton looks like it's doing fine. Up in the Mountain Gaps areas, Cle Elum and Ellensburg also impacted by this fog as well this morning. Let's take a look at our temps this morning. Just above freezing in most of our regions. Ellensburg 32, Cle Elum 32, otherwise sticking just above that freezing mark. Our highs for today, upper 30s in the Yakima area. fog across the region, lots of clouds as well. Lower 40s for the Tri-Cities, lower 40s to mid 40s for the Walla Walla region. So our temps are going up a little bit. We've got this fog to worry about for today, just like we saw yesterday and the day before. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'll have more to come in my full forecast, but for now I'll send it back to Austin.
Thank you very much, Riley. 5:35 now. We're on Capitol Hill as all eyes in the Republican primary are turning to South Carolina, where that state's one-time governor and former UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, is trying to convince voters in her own home state that she can beat former President Donald Trump for the GOP nomination. But Trump is sharpening his attacks against his only remaining challenger. ABC's Jay O'Brien has the latest from the campaign trail.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nikki Haley on the campaign trail in her home state of South Carolina ahead of its primary next month, challenging former President Donald Trump to debate her.
Bring it, Donald. Show me what you got.
The former UN ambassador saying her campaign has raised $1 million on the heels of her second-place finish in New Hampshire, despite a roughly 10-point loss to Trump, her former boss. But at least one big-money Haley donor pulling back for now. Reid Hoffman, billionaire co-founder of LinkedIn, announcing he's holding off on making more contributions to Haley's campaign until he sees a viable path for her to win the nomination. Trump, heavily favored to win in South Carolina and then again on Super Tuesday, continuing to bash Haley, calling her bird brain in a recent social media post and saying her donors are barred from the MAGA movement. The former president also mocking the dress Haley wore on primary night. Haley hitting back.
Donald Trump got out there and just threw a temper tantrum. And out of everything that he said in his rant, he didn't talk about the American people once. He talked about revenge.
Meantime, President Biden gearing up for a general election matchup, receiving a key endorsement from the United Auto Workers Union yesterday and focusing his attacks on Trump.
Well, I stood in solidarity with you on the picket line. As your president said, I want to pick a line. Donald Trump went to a non-union shop and attacked you.
That was ABC's Jay O'Brien. During his remarks at the UAW event, Biden was yet again interrupted by protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. This after several interruptions by similar protests at a campaign event earlier this week. All of it prompting serious questions of if the Israel-Hamas war is causing a rift between the president and progressive voters. The U.S. and Iraq are expected to soon begin tasks on the future of the U.S. military presence in the country. That's according to a source familiar with the matter. It comes amid public calls from the Iraqi government for the U.S. to withdraw its troops. Those calls seem to be in response to the U.S. launching airstrikes against Iraq, or inside Iraq rather, targeting Iran-backed militants who have been attacking U.S. personnel there. Part of the discussions will focus on whether and when it will be the feasible time to end the U.S. military presence in Iraq. The U.S. has roughly 2,500 troops currently there. They have been operating there in an advice and assist capacity since December 2021, when the U.S. military announced the end of its combat role in the country. Time to get a look outside and a check on your forecast again. Live picture. Riley Fitzgerald, still foggy here at 5:38 in the morning.
Definitely still foggy today. We have a freezing fog advisory till 11 o'clock this morning. Warmer temps are on the way. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And weeks after a delayed launch, students and parents continue to struggle with the new online application for federal college aid. Stay with us.
It's Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Even if you've been vaccinated against HPV, keep getting screened until age 65. Get more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Becky Morris at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. Visit prosserhealth.org.
More epic than a stampede of beach stallions. More epic than a buttery tail whip. More epic than Emma keeping her mitts off the fresh muffins. It's the final days of the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Like the Summit, now only $332.49. Check out any Doctor's Choice Hybrid and save $100. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Plus, no interest until January 2028, and free shipping. But hurry, the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Boxing great Roy Jones Jr. returns to Legends Casino Hotel on Thursday, January 25th, promoting an action-packed card featuring Yakima's own Andrew Murphy, looking to remain unbeaten. Tickets start at $40 and are available at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. Murphy has won all 7 of his professional bouts, including his last 3 at Toppamish. Also appearing is stunning female fighter and WBF World Welterweight titleist Ikram Kurwa. Don't miss Andrew Murphy's return home. Live boxing at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked with over $10 million in inventory. And more shipments are arriving daily, so we're forced to have an overstock clearance sale. Get big discounts of 15, 30, even up to 40% off select items in the store, with some discontinued items up to 70% off.
Our loss is your gain, as we have to make more room in our warehouses for new shipments arriving daily.
So for a short time, you can get big discounts.
While supplies last at Walker's.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
Bruno! Bruno!
Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 NMAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
The other night, Lena started acting very strange. And he's like, and Daddy loves you, Daddy loves you. And I was like, I'm going to another room.
Next live, Feud star Tom Hollander. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
5:42 now. We've got an education alert for you. Students and parents waited 3 months for a new revamped federal application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. And the weeks since the Department of Education launched the online form, they have been marked by glitches and error messages. Students whose parents don't have a social security number can't complete the FAFSA right now. And some graduate students who complete the FAFSA are told they are eligible for a federal Pell Grant, a grant that doesn't need to be repaid when they are not. One lady named Jill Deshawn of the National Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators says that, don't give up and stay in touch with school financial aid offices.
Stay in contact with your financial aid office if you are struggling to meet a deadline in this very rocky year with the FAFSA, so they know you're doing what you can.
The Department of Education says it's still making updates to the site, and they have now fixed an error that failed to adjust incomes for inflation, which messed up the calculation of how much families can afford to pay for college. The department says by fixing that problem, an additional $1.8 billion is now available for federal student aid. Coming up today is the final day of a 3-day event put together by Columbia Basin College to put a spotlight on the realities of human trafficking. And we will return with a look at your first alert weather forecast. It's now 5:43. Riley and I will see you in just a couple of minutes.
The majesty of Priest Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Will Trent. He's good police, and he's objectively hot.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, what's not to love?
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Looking for a car with more room for adventure? Make your presence known when you drive away in a new 2024 Kia Sportage LX with all-wheel drive from Overturf Kia. Now only $29,999. Plus, get 4.25% interest for up to 48 months. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home, no problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
Another year in the rear view. The rush to their games and family fun. Last-minute road trips and sun-soaked escapes. Game nights and tailgates. And all the journeys and memories that came between. Our entire team at McCurley will be here to help you for wherever this new year takes you. And to get you back home again.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
You were nominated for Volunteers Count, and you won, and you've got yourself a $1,000 donation from STCU.
For a small organization like us, that is not an insignificant amount of money.
I'm more of a behind-the-scenes person, so when I do get the recognition for the stuff that I do, it's very rewarding.
She was just the perfect person.
STCU Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Next ET, one-on-one with Sofia Vergara, plus our Snoop Dogg and Tika Sumpter exclusive.
This is going to be an Entertainment Tonight classic and a special without Kevin Frazier.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're starting out once again today with some fog, freezing fog advisory. Today we've got mountain rain and snow, and we do have a warming trend. Good news, that's on the way. Next week we're going to be seeing quite warmer conditions than we're seeing this week. Taking a look at our Skywatch radar, we see a lot of this rain and mountain snow affecting the Cascades, and also down in the Blue Mountain region, we're getting little bits of snow and rain-snow mix. Mostly this morning, the Columbia Basin and most of our areas staying dry so far. Let's take a look at this freezing fog advisory. It's happening until 11 o'clock today, and so we do have freezing fog across most of our areas. We can definitely see it affecting mostly in the Columbia Basin. It's also in the Yakima Valley and the Blue Mountain region. Pendleton looks mostly unaffected so far this morning at 10 miles of visibility, but we do have dense fog affecting Tri-Cities, Prosser, and Hermiston. Taking a look at our futurecast, we see these showers this morning that are affecting the Cascades may seep out into the rest of our regions, but mostly we just see a lot of this cloud coverage across most of our day today. Drying up overnight, but then starting tomorrow morning, we see a bigger push of showers heading across our areas by tomorrow afternoon. Especially the Yakima area might see some showers across our region, picking up towards Friday night and into Saturday morning. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for more showers that are on the way, not affecting us quite as much today. Our temperatures right now just above freezing in most areas, freezing at Prosser, Ellensburg, Cle Elum, otherwise just above. Hermiston's pretty cold in the upper 20s this morning. Let's take a look at our highs for today. Warmer than we saw yesterday by just a few degrees. Upper 30s, lower 40s for the highs today. Upper 30s, lower 40s in the mid-Columbia, and taking a look in the Blue Mountain region, mid-40s. So beautiful temps out there today. Let's take a look at our temps for tonight, just below freezing, so watch the roads. Be sure if they're slick or icy to take it slow. Drying up a little bit tonight, but more rain is on the way. On our 7-day forecast, we see that fog affecting us today and tomorrow in Yakima. Then showers pick up for your Friday, your Saturday, and your Sunday, potentially into the start of next week. Temperatures are finally getting above freezing overnight over the next couple of days heading into your weekend. On the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, once again, very cloudy over the next couple of days. Showers mostly affecting us. Scattered tomorrow, more on Saturday. Our overnight lows are staying in the mid to upper 30s as we continue the week. But look at this big jump of temperatures between Thursday today and next week, Wednesday. That's a 10-degree hike. So that's exciting to see. On our 7-day forecast for Walla Walla, we see all this cloud coverage, more showers coming to the areas on this weekend. Our highs are jumping from 43 today to 53 next week. Remember, we've got this fog that's affecting us today, potential showers closer to the mountain areas, and have a fantastic Thursday. I will send it back to Austin.
Okay, thank you very much, Riley. Today is the final day of the Columbia Basin College's 3-day event to shine a light on human trafficking. Last night, Rebecca Bender, the CEO and founder of Elevate Academy, spoke on some misconceptions when it comes to the public's view of human trafficking. Bender says that we tend to think of movies, things like Stranger Danger or A Man in a White Van, but she says that's not really how it goes. According to Bender, traffickers tend to be someone you already know. She also noted that the people who are targeted differ in every region, depending on who is vulnerable in your community. But she says some of the warning signs are always the same.
Some red flags to fight human trafficking are going to be if you're dating someone that's fast-tracking a relationship, we usually say that's a red flag. Someone who has a job that you can't actually visit or corroborate, that would be a red flag. But the biggest signs of someone being trafficked is usually what we say abuse plus money. So anytime you're seeing signs of domestic violence plus any increase in their monetary possessions.
CBC is airing a human trafficking film all day today of Bender's personal experiences surviving human trafficking. That's from 9 a.m. till 1:40 p.m. at the CBC Planetarium for the final day of the Shine the Light on Human Trafficking event. For more information about this, head to applevalleyNewsNow.com. 5:52 now. Lawmakers in the state legislature are currently debating an important question. Should teenagers be allowed to go to work when most of their peers are still in school? I went to work early. House Bill 2035 would allow 16 and 17-year-olds to work the same number of hours during the school year as they do during the summer break. Now, there is a caveat. They have to be enrolled in college or working for an approved employer in a career and technical education program. At a committee hearing this week, most of those who testified were in support of this bill.
College access, you have Running Start, early admission, AP courses, college in the high school, dual credit options, easy path, trade options. You have CTE courses in the high school that are significantly more difficult to start in comparison with AP courses, and onerous paperwork and regulations.
This bill will allow students to stay in school and also learn valuable experience by working and learning with professionals in their chosen pathways. We believe that this training will be able to fulfill some requirements of an apprenticeship program if we can get cooperation from unions and from labor and industries.
I don't think it's a bad idea. So far, the committee has not scheduled a vote on the proposal. 5:53 coming up. Despite our recent chilly temperatures, it doesn't quite have anything on the temps in Antarctica. And one doctoral student has gone viral after sharing his journey on the frozen continent.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Losing weight isn't one size fits all. For many, the popular weight loss drugs are helping. For others, it's lifestyle changes and exercise. And for some, it's weight loss surgery. What could work for you? This morning, GMA has real answers. It's the weight loss revolution on Good Morning America.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Lease a 2023 Bronco Sport for $299 a month and get 2015 bonus cash only at your local Ford dealer.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Dog tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
All in the Family, Sunday night at 8 on MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Before you head for the slopes, catch the Apple Valley News Now Northwest Ski Report. It's on air during weather, online at applevalleynewsnow.com or on our mobile app. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho.
See, Alice, it's snowy and cold out here, but in Triple Play's toasty indoor water park, people are happy and warm.
This is snow?
Roy, she's never seen it!
It's cold and sticks to my feet. This stuff rules!
Ah, look, she made a snow, Roy.
That is clearly a snow stand.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Who is that?
My Aunt Shirley.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruno! Bruno! Pup on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Road makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 NMAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
World News Tonight with David Muir, twice each day. Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look close to home in Kittitas County. We're seeing upper 30s for your highs today. Mixed precipitation and fog. Lots of clouds affecting our region. Mixed precipitation and fog as well in the Yakima Valley. Upper 30s, lower 40s there. Again, fog, it's affecting a lot of us this morning. Patchy fog in the mid-Columbia today. Upper 30s, lower 40s across the region. Lots of cloudy days today as well, and fog and a chance of rain affecting the Blue Mountain region. Let's see our high today, Pilot Rock. Our low, once again, Iragon. I feel like those two have been our highs and our lows of the Blue Mountain for the last couple of days. 40 degrees there. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'll have more to come in my forecast that's ahead.
5:58 now. A Michigan doctoral student has gone viral on TikTok after sharing his journey to Antarctica on a research trip.
And Alicia Smith recently tracked him down for an update on his success gone viral and the special piece of home that he took with him.
So what's the difference between ice that you make at home in your freezer and ice here in Antarctica? The answer to that is bubbles.
If Austin Carter had to pick a theme song, it would probably be Ice, Ice Baby. The 27-year-old doctoral student and Royal Oak native has been living on the southernmost continent for 50 days, where researchers